Hey, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent. Today we're going to do a casual top 10, literally this time, though, on casual games. Hopefully you guys appreciate that, and if you're new here and you've never seen a top 10 like this, basically it's a live reaction, kind of very lazy and literally like a casual top 10, where I'm going to be reacting to what I search. So today we're searching the top sellers on Steam, and we're actually going to be reacting to what is being shown here, if it even is like a casual game. And I'm going to give you mini reviews on all these different games that actually show up here. So yeah, again, hopefully you appreciate that, and let's just dive into it. So we're going to go in reverse order here, with Slime Rancher being the top selling in the casual genre here. Absolutely, one, it is a casual game. It is a fantastic casual game. It is a fantastic game, period. There's actually speedrunning potential for the game too, but basically, guys, you're literally just ranching slimes, and there's lots of different kind of slimes, and there's some slimes that'll try to kill you, and there's going to be pitfalls, and there's a lot of platforming, and there's a lot of mystery. Okay, maybe not a lot, but there's some kind of small puzzles and little mysteries to kind of piece together, and really, it's a really simple and charming experience that is really kind of hard to quantify and qualify. It's just something you kind of do, which is gonna be kind of the case for a lot of these games because they're casual games. Generally, when we talk about games and review games, we talk about the challenges and the puzzles and the adventures that you know, the bullet point list of things you do, like there's 8 shrines, there's 10 bosses, but Slime Rancher doesn't have that sort of thing that you do. It's kind of more, ranching games I would say is more of a creative process. It's almost, I mean, it's not quite sandbox, but it's kind of like you do what you want to do, but at the same time, you're kind of very limited in where you go and what you actually do. Anyways, guys, there's lots of different slimes. Combined slimes, you can have different strategies for making a lot of money. You feed, you know, poops to certain creatures, and you want to feed different creatures into the different slimes, and you want to try to get the slimes not to eat different other slime poops so they don't turn into the black slime. I don't know, man. It's actually, it's really simple, dude. I'm trying to convolute it, but that's kind of the beauty of Slime Rancher, is it's like there's a lot to it, kind of, but with simplicity. With simplicity, there's depth. But you have to go in with a certain mindset. So hopefully I don't stumble over my words as much as that. Moving on, we're going to talk about Sonic Mania. Now, this is a game that I probably don't agree with, that it being casual, and I don't see how it's top seller. I guess people have already purchased it, pre-purchased it. I don't think it's a casual game. I think this is a game that's actually, I mean, it's a platformer, obviously. It's a side-scrolling platformer. It's no Dark Souls, but Sonic has always been like the edgy platformer, and I don't know, man. I just wouldn't count it as a casual proper game. Neither would I consider Needhog a casual game. I mean, obviously it's a party game, and it is casual. Like, it kind of is casual because it's so silly. But this is a game that, like, it's kind of intense, dude. And if you play, like, if you know how to play Needhog versus somebody who doesn't know how to play Needhog, I can't say that it will be the best experience. Depending on the mindset, it will, but I don't know. Needhog 2, I have Needhog 1, and I played a lot of Needhog clones, but I wouldn't count it as a casual game proper. So yeah, I don't count party games quite as casual games. Universe Sandbox. I've never played this game, but I would imagine I don't think this is even a game. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've read reviews before. It is VR. Is this VR enabled? Anyways, I think it's just a simulation kind of thing. I don't think there's really anything to be gamed, and that's something to talk about, actually, though. That's kind of like maybe an editorial or a podcast that could happen. Like, this is a simulation. This is a sandbox. This is something that is kind of ill-defined as a game, but it could be a game, maybe? I don't know. Are these kind of things games, actually? These simulations, like, are they actually games? Like, Slime Rancher is casual, and to an extent, like, what is the game? Like, is there a final boss? Is there a certain amount of levels to complete? Is there some goals? And a lot of these casual games don't actually have goals. Like, you kind of make your own goals. But in, like, these simulations, it's really hard to do that, and there really is no gamification whatsoever, unless you completely go meta. So I don't know. Is that even a game? I don't know. We're gonna skip it. But Stardew Valley, absolutely, guys. I think we all know this. We all know. We all love. Pixel art might actually be hard to get past for some people. Some people just don't like pixel art. They really don't. But anyways, if you get past this pixel art, there's actually a lot of depth. There is, unlike Slime Rancher and some other ranching games, there is a lot of RP. Like, this is a very RPG ranching game. So yeah, you're a dude. You inherit a farm or ranch or whatever the technical term is, guys. I don't freaking know. And you do stuff, man, for fishing and planting, and you just kind of, you just do the do. It's actually got a tremendous amount of complexity. Did it not just get a free update? I heard it had a big update, or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just ridiculous. But anyways, what I do know is that this game has gotten, oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Everyone loves this game. Everyone loves this game. If you don't love this game, I don't know what's wrong with you. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory, guys. It's a ranching game, but this time you actually have more to do with the ranch, and there's just more overall versus like Slime Rancher, where you're just, it's just, well, I guess this is more of farming and this is ranching. Is ranching like with creatures and I don't know. Anyways, continuing on. Dream Daddy is a dating simulator. I would consider dating simulators casual. You go your own pace and you do what you want. This one, well, yeah. You know, some people really, actually, is this gonna make my video not monetizable because it's not gonna be advertiser friendly? Anyways, so this is about daddies, an archetype of man, which we're not. Okay, anyways, this is dating sim about dads. Okay, so let's go. Just moving on. We're not gonna go into Kingdoms and Castles. Wow, dude, is this really a top seller? I was actually very interested in this game. Wait, what? It's not an early access? I thought it was an early access game. Surprising. So this is gonna be an RTS style game about growing a kingdom from a tiny hamlet into a sprawling city and imposing castle. So that's actually pretty cool if you get to micro all the different villages, well, like individual huts and things. It looks pretty complex, a lot more complex than Banished. Banished was actually a lot, it was a hard game until you learned like a few different things, but then basically it turned into like a snore fest, very AFK. So hopefully this is a lot more complex. It looks like it's really focused on the micro intensivity. I don't know that as a fact, but definitely city builders, anything city building and city managing is actually a very casual, very laid back, and very easy way to lose hours and hours of your life. So if you don't like, you know, this particular game, Kingdoms and Castles, you know, there's games like I mentioned, Banished, you know, Civilization 4X, stuff like that. So Golf It is actually similar to Golf with Friends, so we're gonna lump these two together. Golf It is basically a Golf with Friends clone. Now, this one is technically a tops more selling. I don't know if it's overall more selling or just now. It's early access, just like Golf with Friends. It's literally just like Golf with Friends. You have a little ball. Show you some gameplay here. I have Golf with Friends. Dude, it's like it's a complete clone. I can't believe it. Now, if these games were free to play, that'd be pretty awesome. And I think they're fun. I really do think they're fun. I love these kind of games. I love putt-putt. I grew up in Myrtle Beach, you know, the capital of the United States for freaking putt-putt and mini golf. So I enjoy stuff like this. But in the end, I don't know if you would get both games. I kind of wish that they had more maps to combined, and I don't know, it seems cool. Golf It seems more popular. Let me know, guys, which one do you like more, Golf It or Golf with Friends? So yeah, Golf with Friends is like literally, it's exactly the same thing. So yeah, there's some pretty interesting maps. It gets pretty ridiculous, way more ridiculous than any mini golf you've ever played in real life. It's fun. It's a fun thing to play with friends, and I see a lot of streamers use it as like their B game, kind of like if they were trying to relax, or you know, if they got a bunch of people in their like a Discord or Steam group, or whatever, or I don't know, something. Yeah, they'll go play this. So yeah, literally Golf with Friends. Planet Coaster is a game that I really enjoyed. I actually purchased this for me for like a late birthday present, and it is fun. There seems to be a lack of management controls for like if you're really hardcore. So like I really enjoyed Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. This sadly still doesn't replace Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but in the end, with OpenRCT 2 being a thing, I don't think anybody could replace it now. So yeah, you can actually play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 co-op / multiplayer, maybe debatably competitive. It's pretty interesting, but Planet Coaster is a really fun game. It has so much charm, so much love, and despite what some people say, even I just said, there is actually some challenge to the game, though you kind of have to self-invent it a little bit, because it uses a star system, and you technically can't fail any map. So if you want to set aside, you know, like a certain amount of time, or you will feel a little bit of difficulty, like if you spend like 3 hours on a map, it's like, okay, well, this map was a little bit harder. Technically, you won't lose, but also you're not going to win instantly either. So if this is your first roller coaster management game, oh my god, you're going to have so much fun. If this is not your first and you are a roller coaster veteran, you'll still have fun. It's still worth the money, especially as a casual game, but it does focus more on being creative than management. So keep that in mind. Okay, we have The Sims 3, obvious. Wait, Sims? Why is Sims 3 so popular? Why? Yeah, can anybody tell me why Sims 3 is so much more popular than Sims? Isn't it more popular than Sims 4? I think it is. Anyways, Sims. You create lots of little creatures that seem like people, called Sims, and they go and do stuff, and you can tell them to do stuff and do things, and you make house parties and houses themselves, and you can make entire families if you want to, and then kill them. Anyways, it's Sims. Gang Beast, guys. This is a party game. It is casual, but we're not gonna be talking about party games because they have an element of competition and conflict, and you can't just casually, you know, pop it in at midnight when nobody's around. So not going to talk about that. Tabletop Simulator is something you can probably play casual. I think it is pretty casual, like, you know, it is a tabletop game, but at the same time, I don't know if you've ever played tabletop games, but from what I can recall, every time I've ever played tabletop games, it has been a sweaty mess. I have been so competitive, and, like, I don't know, man. I would rather talk about single-player games or cooperative games as actual, like, casual games. So City Skylines is kind of like what Planet Coaster was to Roller Coaster Tycoon World. City Skylines is a casual game that's all about building cities. I think it actually lacks a little bit on the management. You know, it's really more on the creativity, but still a really fun and just overall the best, I believe, city planning and management game. If I'm incorrect with that, please let me know. I've only played a very few, we got the Jackbox Party Trilogy. This is a party game, so we're going to skip this again. NBA 2K17. I don't know if I would consider sports game exactly casual. And I think probably the last game we're going to talk about is whatever this game is. I have not actually seen this. So Startup Company is a business simulation sandbox game. You play as the CEO of a newly formed software company. Your job is either to... So there's actually a lot of games like this. There's like Game Dev Tycoon, and there's a couple other like tycoons, but this one is just kind of Startup Company. So you're just kind of just like this, I guess it's gonna kind of like be an umbrella of mechanics. I'm assuming it's an umbrella of mechanics from all these other specific tycoons, and they're just kind of throwing it together. So you're gonna create a startup company, and well, there you go. These kind of games, a lot of the times they come in the forms of clickers, but this one doesn't seem like a clicker, which is good in my opinion. It's actually got gamed elements, so it's a proper game. But I think that this is these kind of games where you're just kind of building something from nothing, and it's not really about losing. I don't think you could even probably lose in this game. Kind of similar to Planet Coaster, but it's about efficiency, and it's about building up and, you know, actually like working toward a goal. And to some people, that is the most relaxing thing ever. So if you want like a game that's an actual game, not a clicker, but you're still like building towards something, and you can, you know, be more efficient, and you can actually like be smart about stuff, then check out Startup Company. I'm just assuming. I mean, it's pretty positive, and it seems to be a top seller and casual. So that's interesting. Now, if you don't want to play one of those, there's a lot of other games. So it looks like a lot of party games are thrown in here, and a lot of competitive, like freaking Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Like, okay, one of the most high intense, like high octane games out there. So yeah, I guess that's it for top sellers here for the casual games. We kind of ran through it. I said my piece there. And all in all, I do like some of these games, but I wouldn't consider all of them casual. But in the end, hopefully you guys can take this casual top 10 casually, and maybe check out some casual games, you know, just casually whenever you have the time for that. Absolutely, guys. But yeah, the #1 Slime Rancher, pretty cool. I'm probably going to do a stream on that because why not? It just recently came out. It's a fun game. I need to go complete it since I only did play it in early access. But some of these other games, like the Universe Sandbox or Dream Daddy, I don't know. I don't know. It's not for everybody. A lot of these games aren't for everybody, but casual games doesn't just mean they're casually for everybody. It means for people who are in a particular mindset as well, and you want to relax, but at the same time, you still want to play a game. So you want a relaxing game. You want a game that doesn't have super high stakes, but at the same time, there's still something to do. You know, there's still some time to be spent, and there's some fun to be had. So that's what these games offer. Hopefully you find it, and hopefully you do have fun. Hey guys, my name is Skylent. If you want to see more of this, like, subscribe, and check out the Patreon. And I'll see you in the next one.